Hello once again, and welcome to our webinar titled Make the Best Out of Zoho Campaigns. My name is Annette Matthews, and I'll be your host for today's session. Joining me today is Vivek Varman from the support team. We are thrilled to have you all join us today to learn more about email marketing and Zoho campaigns. Before we dive in, let me give you a quick overview of what we will be covering today. During this 1 hour webinar, I will talk about the importance of email marketing and the role of sign-up forms in email marketing. Next, I'll be walking you through the journey of crafting and sending out an email campaign and then show the demo of the same. And if you wish to learn more about the paid plan features that we have, please let us know in the Q&A tab that is there at the top left corner of your screen. I'll be more than happy to mention about the features included in the paid plan as well. So our goal for you today is to leave the session with a better understanding of email marketing and Zoho campaigns, and also how you can apply these insights to your own business. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask in between the session, please share it in the Q&A box. As I mentioned before, it is there at the top left corner of your screen. Also, a recorded version of this webinar will be sent to you all within a couple of days' time after the webinar. Now, without any further delay, let's get into the first agenda of the day. That is the importance of email marketing. We all know that email marketing is something that is going to be there for a longer time, as most of the brands use email marketing in order to bring in effective leads and then nurture them and convert them into contacts. This is because email marketing helps in reaching out to your target audience and delivering personalized messages to each of your subscribers. And email marketing is a cost-effective way to reach a large number of people when compared to other traditional marketing methods. So you are using the free version of Zoho campaigns right now, and you are able to get in touch with your contacts using this free plan. So that itself proves how cost-effective email marketing is, right? Yes, and with the use of tracking and analytics, email marketing allows you to measure the success of your campaigns, and it helps you to make data-driven decisions. And as we all know, email marketing has a high return on investment, with studies showing that for every $1 spent, the average ROI is $38. So email marketing helps you build relationships with your audience and increases customer engagement by providing valuable content and promoting special offers. It also helps you to target your audience. In email marketing, it's not just the one same type of email that you will be sending out to your contacts, right? So there are different types of content that you can offer to your contacts. And most businesses usually send newsletters, welcome emails, anniversary or birthday messages, limited time offers, and abandoned cart emails, if at all they are into having an online store and connecting with the e-commerce email marketing. So these are the different types of emails that email marketing will help you to send out to your contacts. And in order to send these emails, you would need people on the other side to receive the emails, right? And how is that possible? You will definitely have people who are attending your webinars or events, or you might meet people at other events and you might get their details from them. But how do you grow your list? So one of the best ways that will help you to grow your list is by putting a sign-up form on your website. So people who are really interested in your brand, or people who are interested in getting to know more about your brand, they'll definitely take a look at your website. And when they see the sign-up form on your website, they'll definitely try getting into your mailing list and knowing more about your brand. So once they have done that, you can start sending out emails to them. And before you put up a sign-up form on your website, make sure that you have these points in your mind. First is think from the side of a recipient. What's it store for them? say, for example, if you are keeping a sign up form by saying that you will be sending product updates and offers and coupons or discounts to people, then definitely they'll be signing up for it, right? And on the other hand, if you're just randomly telling them that you will be sending monthly newsletters to people and you're not mentioning what will be included in those monthly newsletters, then they might not be very much interested in joining, as in they might have to know the benefit and then only they'll sign up to the newsletters. So make sure that you are putting out the point of what's in it for them. And the next step is to get quality signups. And this can be done with the help of a double opt-in. So you'll have to make sure that you have double opt-in configured so that people will take that extra step of going to their inbox and then making sure that they are interested in coming to your mailing list. So that's how you get quality signups. And also, when you are putting up a sign up form, make sure that you are not asking for too much of information from your visitors. So, usually, what we see is brands asking for first name and email address during the initial stage, because those are the only details that are required to send an initial email. And later, attach a survey or a poll and get to know more about your contacts, and then based on that you can send personalized email campaigns or targeted email campaigns. But make sure that you are not getting too much information in the beginning stage itself, because not many people might be comfortable in sharing them at the first stage. And it's always a good practice to send out a follow-up email after the submission of a sign-up form. It could be a thank you for joining us in a mailing list email, or it could be a simple welcome email. But make sure that you are letting them know that they have subscribed to your newsletter, so that they'll also get to know, or they'll think that you are considering them as a valuable contact. So first we saw why email marketing, and then we saw the types of emails, and now we've just seen how to get list. So now we'll have to go ahead and see how to create, send, and track email campaigns effectively. So before you get into the step of creating an email campaign, you'll have to make sure that your domain is authenticated. So the first step is email authentication. This is done in order to protect your mailboxes from getting into the malicious attacks, to protect your mailboxes, which will help you to improve your email deliverability. So this will also help you prevent the misuse of your domain, and also increases the chances of your email to land directly in the inbox of your recipients. So by authenticating your domain, you are proving that you are an authentic email sender, and this improves your reputation in the market. So if at all you're not authenticating your domain and sending out a perfect email to your audience, it might not land to your subscribers' inbox. So make sure you do the domain authentication. So the steps are mentioned on the screen for you. So if at all you are finding any issues in getting your domain authenticated, you can directly get in touch with us, to our support team, support@zohocampaigns.com. You can write to us and we'll be definitely helping you with it. So this is the first step before you craft an email campaign. So once you're done with it, the next is planning your email campaigns. So this is marketing calendar in Zoho Campaigns. You'll have to plan your email campaigns in prior, so that if at all there are any holidays or festivals coming, you will be prepared. And also your teammates who are also users of Zoho Campaigns account, they'll also be in the know of the email campaigns that are going out through your account, so that there won't be any clashes in the email campaigns that is going out from the same account. So make sure that you have a plan in place with the marketing calendar before you create an email campaign. Next is setting up topics. So topics in Zoho Campaigns will help you send the right emails to the right people. For example, as I said before, you will be sending different types of emails to your contacts. It could be a newsletter, or it could be product updates, offers, or any other marketing related content, or it could be a webinar invite email as well. So there will be people who are interested only in a few of these topics. Not everyone will be interested in receiving all kinds of emails from a brand. So you'll have to associate a topic with each contact so that they'll not feel frustrated in receiving all these types of emails, but they can just receive the emails that they are interested in receiving. So in Zoho campaigns, there are two types of topics that you can set up. The first is brand topic, and the next one is brand product topic. So if your organization is offering only a single product and the services that are relevant to that particular product, then you should go ahead with the brand topic model. So on the screen, you will find an option called latest offers. You also have an option for monthly newsletter and coupons. So these are the different topics that are associated with this particular brand. And if you offer multiple products or services, then you will have each of these topics mentioned under each of the products or services. So this happens when you are an organization that offers multiple products or services. Next, you can also integrate your account with other applications. It could be a third-party applications or our in-house applications as well. So one way of bringing in contacts to your Zoho campaigns account is by setting up a sign-up form on your website. And the next way is by integrating your account with another application. So let me just give you an example. If you are conducting a webinar, if you're conducting webinars regularly for your brand, and if you're using a Zoho meeting for the same, then there will be people who have attended and who have registered for the webinar. So for all those people who have attended and registered for your webinars, those people can be brought into Zoho campaigns by integrating your campaigns account with the Zoho meeting application. And once it's connected, all the data will be transferred to Zoho campaigns. And the next time, if you want to send a follow-up email, or if you want to conduct a follow-up webinar for the same attendees or for the same registrants, you can do that without any confusion with the help of Zoho campaigns. So with the integration, you would be able to do that. So that's just one example of how you use the product with Zoho campaigns. You have other different integrations that you can do with the help of Zoho campaigns. So we have been talking about how to go ahead with an account in Zoho campaigns before creating an email campaign. So in Zoho campaigns, you can create an email campaign using the pre-designed templates that are available within the product. You can just quickly go into the product and choose one of the templates from the product and then start sending out emails. So the content is also readily available in the product. So if at all you are busy with something else and you don't have time to craft an email content, all you'll have to do is you'll just have to go into the product and choose one of the templates, and you can just change the product name or the links. You can update them, and it can all be done quickly, and you can just send out your email campaign in a jiffy. And when you are crafting your email campaign, make sure that you are personalizing your emails. So personalization is something that is useful in order to give your contacts a personalized approach to the email that you're sending out. So in the free version of Zoho campaigns, we provide merge tags, which will help you to fetch the details. That's it could be the first name or the last name, or it could also be the email address. So these are fetched from the mailing list that you have, and they will be automatically added to the email campaign that you are sending. Also, for creating an email campaign, you can use a drag and drop editor that is available within Zoho campaign. So all you'll have to do is drag and drop an element to your content so that you can create an email campaign quickly, as I said before. And while doing so, you will also have to make sure of keeping all the elements of the email at the right place. So if you have a CTA button and if you have an image or a text content along with it, you should make sure that all of these are rightly placed so that the email is looking good and people are not confused when taking a look at your email. Make sure that you are focusing only on one call to action for that. So all your emails will definitely have a call to action button, right? So these are a few of the tips that you can consider before you put a call to action button to your email campaign. Right now, if you see on the screen, you will be able to find a template where you find the CTA at the bottom of the template, because recipients will have to take the survey. So if you see the title, it's share your thoughts. So when they're seeing it, they'll understand that the brand is expecting something from the recipient. So when they read through when they are leader to the second fold of the email, they'll click on the survey button and they'll take the survey. On the other hand, if you are going to send out an email campaign for a webinar invite or for an event invite, then make sure that you take care of the placement of your CTA buttons, because there are people who would just read the read just the title of the email, and then they search for the CTA button, and they might not scroll to the bottom part of the email to find the CTA button. So make sure you're giving two CTA buttons in invite emails, one at the top fold of the email and the other one at the bottom fold of the email. So it's always safe to give two CTAs if you are conducting an event or a webinar for your brand or product. And for people who are interested in knowing more about the event, the agenda or the time and more details, they'll be scrolling down the email, right? And after scrolling down the email, they might not scroll up again to register. For if at all you have given the CTA button on the top fold of the email, they might not scroll up to just click on that button. So it's always safe to give a CTA button at the bottom of the email as well. And you'll also have to make sure that you are providing approachable action words. For example, if you are giving words such as submit, enter, or download, all these sounds robotic and it kind of sounds technical, right? So it's always better to give simple action words like get it here, or try it out now, or find out why. So these are words that tell them about a benefit that is waiting for them. So you'll also have to make sure that you are creating an urgency when it's the time of holidays or festivals. So there will be a lot of brands that will be sending out email campaigns to the same people that you are emailing. So you'll have to make sure that you are providing a message where they'll have to act at the moment in order to enjoy the benefits. So that's about creating urgency during sales, or it could be during holidays, discounts, etc. And try giving contrasting colors. So if you are giving a plain background for your email campaign, and then the CTA button should definitely have a contrasting color, and the text in the CTA button should also be visible. So always make sure that you are careful about the design of your CTA button. The last point is about mobile optimization. So we all know that a lot of people read emails from mobile phones. So you'll have to make sure that whatever emails are being sent from your side, the CTA needs to be placed in such a way that people can click it with the help of a finger. So before sending out the email campaign, just see if your finger, that is either your index finger or your thumb finger, snugly fits in. So just check that and then send out your email campaign so that you won't miss your mobile audience. So these are a few of the tips that you can consider before you send out an email campaign with a call to action button. So once the campaign is created, you'll have to send it out. So how do you determine in sending out an email campaign at the right time? This is possible only by checking the reports of your previous campaigns. So every time you send out an email campaign, the job of a marketer doesn't stop there. You will have to definitely go back and get to know about how the campaign performed. And based on that, say for example, if you are sending an email campaign in the morning, and if you are receiving a lot of opens and engagements during the morning time, the next email campaign should also be sent out at the same time. So that's how you will be knowing the right time to send out your email campaigns. So this is the real-time campaign data that you will get with the help of Zoho campaigns. So you'll be able to see the number of emails delivered and the bounces, and if at all contacts are ignored, you can see that as well, along with the reason. So you can find all those details with the help of reports in Zoho campaigns. And along with these reports, there are advanced reports that are provided with the help of integrating your Zoho campaigns account with Google Analytics or Zoho Analytics. And yeah, so you can get advanced reports with that integration. Yes, so we'll move to the demo. So you all would already know that this is the dashboard of Zoho campaigns. So first I was talking about authenticating the domain. So in order to do that, you'll have to go to the settings. So you'll have to click on settings, and here under deliverability, you have this option called domain authentication, and you can add a sender here, enter the email address, and a verification email will be sent. Once that is done, you will get a code which you'll have to copy and paste. So all those steps were mentioned on the screen that I showed earlier. So as I said before, if you have any doubts with regard to domain authentication, please get in touch with our support team. We'll be helping you with that. Yes, and the next thing that I was talking about is marketing calendar. So this is the calendar. So this is where you can find it. There's a small icon here on the top right corner. So I can just go to a particular month and I can create a new date, and I can choose whom to share this with. Yes, so that's marketing calendar for you. And then I talked about topics. So in order to set topics, I'll have to click on contacts, and I have the option of managing topics. I'll have to click that as well. So this is how you do it. So right now we have 4 products in my organization. So before I get into the demo, let's consider myself to be an email marketer for a company called Silker. And let's consider Silker to be a local shop that sells homemade cakes. So I'll just be creating another product to these list of products. Go to add new product option, and I'll have to give the product name. I'll put it as Silker Food Hub. And I'll have to add the details about the product. I'll just save it. Under this particular product, I'll have to add the topic. So the topic name could be, and I'll have to give a description also. So I'll just add a description as well. So that's how a product is added and a topic under that particular product is created. So I can use the preview option in order to see how it will be visible for the contacts. So if people want to receive updates about tips from my Silker Food Hub, they can just opt in for that, and they can just click on Save Preference. So that's how they opt in for that particular topic. Now we'll move on to creating a sign-up form. So in order to create a sign-up form, I'll have to go to contacts, and I have the option called sign-up forms. I'll have to click that. Once I click that, I can create a form. So here I'll be giving a name for the form so that the next time I get into my account, I'll not be confused of why I created this particular sign-up form. So I'll just name it. And in order to create the form, I can choose templates. there are a lot of templates that are available in Zoho campaign. So I'll just have to choose one topic, or one form from the different types of forms that are available. And I can edit the design of the form. So if I want to change the text, I can do that. And the font can also be changed. The color can also be changed. Size can also be adjusted. So I'll just give a quick gist of what type of emails they can expect if they are joining my mailing list. I've just given a topic. This is what I mentioned before earlier when I was speaking about sign-up forms. Make sure that you are giving a small intro of what people can expect by joining your mailing list. So I've just mentioned that. So I can edit all of these, and I can edit the form. The form can be customized here. So I'm just going to give first name so that I can use this in the email campaign that I'm sending as a merge tag, and the email can be personalized. So here also, as I said before, you can change the color and size, font size, and everything. The CTA button can also be edited. And once I'm done with all the changes, I can click on the preview button to see how it appears on the desktop of my visitors. So this is how it will appear on the desktop, and I can see the mobile version as well. So once I'm okay with the preview, I can just go back to the form and click on save and proceed. So there's no mailing list associated with this particular form right now. So I'll have to associate a mailing list so that whoever signs up to my sign up form, they will be directly added to this particular mailing list. So I'm going to create a new mailing list for them. I'll click on create. So it's created, and I'll associate this form to this particular list. And there are no topics configured. So this is the topic that we created just now. So I'll just click on it and associate it. So once I'm done with all of this, I can get the code. So this is the website code that you can copy and paste so that the form will be appearing on the website. So these are the different types of codes that you can use in order to, it can be shared on your Facebook page as well and other areas. So you can try giving these. It's a QR code also, you can do that as well. Yes, so that's how you create a sign-up form. And this is also something that I mentioned before. You will have to make sure that you are setting up a response to people who are joining your mailing list through a sign-up form. So you can, you already have a thank you page, so you can edit the response here. So you can you can edit this, and you can edit the content as well. So heading, body, you can change, you can customize it according to your brand. So yes, so that's how you create a sign-up form. Now let's see how to create an email campaign. So before getting into that, I'll just show you how you can integrate with other applications. So for integrating, you'll have to go to the settings, and you have this integration here. Under integration, you can just click on apps. So you will find all the apps that are available in Zoho campaigns that you can integrate with. And if you want to connect with other applications, you can just click on the connect icon, and you will be asked for an API if it requires an API, or or you can just connect. It'll show what the integration does, and then you can go ahead and connect with the application. So that's how you do it. Right now, see how to create an email campaign. So you'll have to go to campaigns and click on email campaigns. And you'll get this screen where you'll have to go and click on create an email campaign. and we're going to create a regular campaign. So here I'll have to again give the campaign name. So this is for my understanding again, so that when I get into the account, I see this and I'll understand why the particular email campaign was created. I'll have to select topic as well. So I've given the topic and I'll click on save and proceed. First thing is I'll have to give a subject line. And here I can personalize this with the contact's first name. And if I need to add an emoji, I can do that as well. Yeah. Cool. Okay. And then you will have to next add a pre-header. So we'll always suggest you to add a pre-header so that you make sure that you're using everything that you have in order to attract your readers. So the pre-header can also be given. Yes, and these are a few of the best practices that you can try before you craft a subject line for the email campaign that you are going to send. And once I've given this, I'll click on the save button. So next is adding sender details. So I'll have to give a sender name. Every time you give a sender name, make sure that you are mentioning the brand name as well along with your name, so that there might be people who might forget the name of the person, but the chances are less that they'll forget the name of the brand. So make sure that you're mentioning the brand name as well along with the sender name. So once you have done that, you'll have to click on the save button. So after that, you'll have to create a content for your email campaign. So I'll go to pre-design templates and I'll choose one template from these wide range of templates that are available. So this is how the editor looks. So as I said before, it's a drag and drop editor. So if you need anything to be added, you can just drag it from here and drop it here. I'm just going to add hello, and this is the merge tag option. So I can add a merge tag here. Yeah, and if I need to change the image, I can do that as well. So all these options of editing and giving color, changing the font size, everything, all of these you can do with the help of the editor from Zoho Campaigns. And you can edit the CTA, the label, the design, everything can be edited. And if you have social media handles for your brand, make sure that you mention those in your email campaign as well, so that people will know that you are active on your social handles, and chances are that they'll get connected to you on your social media handles as well. So once you're done with creating a campaign, you can go and preview the email. So you'll just have to give a test email here and then click on send test email. So you'll receive the test email, and if you're fine with all the, the rendering of the email, and if you find no mistakes, no grammatical errors, so if you are okay with it, then you can proceed and save the content for your email campaign. So right now, the content is saved, and if there are any errors in your email campaign, we'll give you a warning. So this is a warning right now because there is an invalid URL in the email content. So based on these warnings that you get, you can go edit. You can click on the edit button here and you can quickly edit the content. So that's how you create an email campaign using Zoho Campaigns. And once your email campaign is ready to be sent, you will have to add your recipients. So we'll see the list that we created just now. So this is the list that we created. So I'll just click on save button. And yeah, so it doesn't have any recipients, so we cannot send the email campaign. You'll get a warning here again. So we cannot send an email campaign right now with zero number of recipients. So once your content is ready, you will get an option to send it. Yeah, and after sending out the email campaigns, you'll definitely have to check the reports of the emails, how it performed. So for that, you'll have to click on reports, And here you will have the option of choosing sent campaigns, and all the campaigns that got sent, you will be available to see the reports here. So once you click on the particular campaign from which you will have to get the reports, you will find the detailed reports of the email campaign. So as I said before, if you would like to learn about the paid features that we provide, please let me know in the Q&A option that is there at the top left corner of your screen, so I can show that to you right now in the product. So I see a couple of them have asked about the paid features that are available within Zoho campaigns. So I'll just quickly brief about the features that are available in the paid plan as well. So with the help of paid plan in Zoho campaigns, you will be able to send social campaigns. That is, you can connect with your Facebook page, your Twitter account, and you can share your email campaign there. And you also have the option of sending out SMS campaigns to your contacts. So that's something else that we provide in paid campaigns. And while getting into email campaigns, we have different types of campaigns that you can send. So also have a A/B testing feature, that is, you can send different versions of your email campaigns that is, you can test your subject line or your sender name or your email content by creating two different versions of the same email, and you can send it to a few of your contacts who are present in a list, and based on the opens or engagement of that particular emails that you have sent, you can decide on a version that has got the maximum number of clicks or opens that you can decide based on your convenience. And based on that, the rest of the emails will be sent to the rest of your contacts, as in the winning version of the email will be sent to the rest of your contacts. So that's A/B testing. So you'll have A/B testing in the paid version of Zoho campaigns. You'll also have more options to personalize your email campaign. So we have dynamic content, which will allow you to craft different types of content in the same email and send out to different set of people. Say, for example, this is dynamic content. So I can give a text or an image, or I can give an image and a text, or I can also provide a call to action button. So all I'll have to do is I'll have to drop it here, and I can set conditions here. So I have these many options in order to set. So if I want to send a particular email to only my contacts in the US region, I can do that by applying this condition. And I want to send this same email to my contacts in India also. So I'll just mention the condition here, and I'll have two different content. So here I'll just have content like, so this particular content, hey there, this will be received to the people in the United States, and this content will be received to only people who are in India. So this is the same email that will be going out, but the content will be shown based on the condition that you have set using the dynamic content option. So that's about dynamic content. And as I said before, you can create polls. These are the different types of polls that's available within Zoho campaigns. You can you can allow your recipients to choose reactions to the type of emails that you're sending to them. So you can just enter a question and you just add a question, and then you have options to edit. So You can just set up a poll in your email campaign. So this is another option that is possible with the paid paid plan in Zoho campaigns. Yes, and once I create an email campaign, I'll have the option to schedule my email campaign. So in the paid plan, I have different options. That is, I have the option of batch sending as well. So if at all you are a brand with a lot of contacts and you would want to send bulk emails, that is maybe 5,000 emails, we suggest you to not send it all together because it might create a strain for your IP address, and the chances that some emails might not get delivered. So we always suggest you to send it out in batches, so you can create different batches based on the number of contacts that you have, and you can send those emails on different intervals. So these intervals, you can set these intervals. It could be 1 hour or it could be 2 hours. So you can set these intervals and you can send out email campaigns to a huge list of contacts. So batch sending is something that we have in the paid plan, and also you can schedule your email campaigns based on the recipient's optimal open time. So this, we take into account the past 3 email campaigns that you have sent and the contacts who have opened the email campaigns earlier. We'll check the timing of the email, and this particular email that you're trying to send out now will be sent to that particular recipient during the time in which that recipient opened the past emails. So that's recipient's optimal open time. So you have an option like that when you are sending out an email campaign. Also, you have the option to send an email campaign based on the fixed time and date. And it'll allow you to reduce the confusion of time zones as well, because we also have something called sending out email campaigns during recipients' time zone. So you can set the time and set the time based on their time zone, so that there won't be any confusions. Then they'll be receiving that particular email in that particular time zone that you have set. So that's something else that we have in Zoho campaigns, a paid version. And most importantly, we have the option to segment the contacts. So you can create different segments with the help of Zoho campaigns. So if you have a huge list of contacts, I'm giving just an example. So if you have a huge list of contacts and if you want to send the email campaigns to people, and if you want to segment your particular list based on the country, you can definitely do that. So you'll just have to create a segment name called country, and you can just define it here. So you'll just have to give country is. So I have created a criteria here, and I'm going to create another criteria. I can change here this another criteria. So these people will be added as a separate segment on in my mailing list, and based on that segment, I can plan my future email campaigns. If I'm going to target only my audience of United States and India, I can just select that particular segment from my list and send targeted email campaigns to these regions alone. So that's how I create a segment. So have workflows in Zoho campaigns, the paid version of it. So we can create workflows. We already have templates that are available. So these are the different types of templates. And if you want to create a custom workflow, you can do that as well. So workflows, basically, these will help you to trigger emails or actions based on your recipient's action of a particular email that you have sent, or it could be a particular action that they have taken for a sign up form that you have put up. So this is possible. I'll just show you an example of a template. So when I click on use the template, I'll be redirected to the canvas. So this is the workflow canvas, and this is the editor. So here the option is on form submission. So I can select any of the sign up forms, or I can select a particular sign up form. Since we've created one sign up form for the food hub, I'll just select that right now and I'm saving it. So people who have submitted this particular Silker food hub, if I want to send an email to them, it could be a welcome email. If I want to create a welcome email and set it up here, I just have to create the message just like how I did before. I'll have to create a message here. And once I create the content, I'll just go back to my canvas and I'll just activate my workflow. And I can create, I can also choose responses. So if they have opened the email, then that means they are interested in knowing more about my details. So I can give another trigger for people who have opened the emails. These are the different types of actions that you can add. When people are submitting this particular form, they'll be automatically receiving the welcome email from me because I've set it up using workflow. And if they are opening this particular email, then another action can be created. So in the paid version, I can assign tags to people, or I can also add scores to people. And based on these scores that I have added, I can create a segment, and later on I can create targeted campaigns for these particular contacts whom I've given maximum scores. So once I'm done with setting it up, I just have to create on activate, and the actions will be performed. That's about workflows. So if you are setting it incorrectly, then again here also we'll give you warning messages. So based on these warning messages, you can edit it and make sure that you are doing it the right way. Yes, so that's automation in Zoho campaigns. And we also have e-commerce email marketing. So if you are into online business and if you have a store connected in with Zoho campaigns, you can do e-commerce email marketing. So all the details from your stores will be available in Zoho campaigns. So you'll have all the products listed here and all the details, you will be getting it here. So based on these details, you can send out email follow-up, a purchase follow-up series, or it could be a cart abandonment email. Yeah, so that's pretty much about the paid plan options in Zoho campaigns. If you have any other questions or clarifications regarding the product, please write to us at support@zohocampaigns.com. And we also are active in all these social media handles that are mentioned on the screen. So we have a Twitter account, we are active on LinkedIn and on Instagram as well. So you can, if you're facing any issues and you want to quickly get in touch, please message us and we'll be able to help you out. And if you have any questions with regard to this webinar or any topics that are covered in this webinar, please write to me. My email ID is mentioned on the screen. It's annette.m@zohocorp.com. So thank you everyone for joining us today.